Hello and welcome to Sportitude. My name's Josh and I'm here today with Adam to talk to you guys about the extensive Brooks neutral running range. The reason we're doing that today is because they have a lot of shoes in this category and we want to make sure that you're selecting the right one. So in front of Adam and his little stool right here, we've got
Brooks Glycerin and also the Brooks Ghost. So the Brooks Glycerin is been around for 14. This is the 14th model of it.
Yep.
And they've actually redesigned the whole sole of it there by adding an extra flex groove in there, making that bottom a little bit wider. And what that actually does is allow caters for a lot more body types. So either a heavier runner like myself or a bit of a lighter runner like Josh. I come down like an elephant and Josh is a bit of a fairy. So
Josh comes down like a fairy.
So regardless of the body type or the build, the transition between heel to toe is really going to cater for whatever you require. Yep. Very similar to the Ghost. They've both got that DNA technology in the back, which just makes a really smooth sort of cushion blow.
Yeah.
Would you say? Yeah. When you come down heavy on that heel, the main impact zone, it really allows for that soft, smooth transition. Both really good high mileage shoes, whether you're running 5Ks a week, 50Ks a week, right up to the 100K runners a week. So yeah, really good shoes for
like
that.
Adam. Yeah. So between the actual shoes themselves here, Adam, so slight weight reduction in the Ghost?
Yeah, I'll say probably about 35 grams between the Glycerin and the Ghost, which actually makes it a really nice light shoe, whether you're doing that tempo sort of running or whether you are doing that distance running. It's just that little bit lighter. I'd say the Ghost is probably that little bit wider in the forefoot as well, so it just gives that a little bit more freedom. And I'd say at the front there, this is actually one of the best features about it. It's got that reinforced toe box, and I know myself, I've probably busted through about 10 shoes with my big toe.
Yep.
You've done it yourself as well, Josh?
Yeah, certainly have.
Yeah.
You don't have a toenail.
You don't have a toenail, so it's always good. That reinforcement's just going to stop you busting through there, and it's really good.
Now in front of me I've got two unique shoes to their neutral range. I'm going to talk about the Brooks Dyad 9 and then also the Brooks Defiance 9. Thanks, Adam. Cheers. I get lost sometimes. So I'll start off with the Dyad. So the Dyad is by far their most stable neutral shoe, and the reason being is, I'll tip it upside down here and show you, it's got a very wide base, so it's technically called a straight lasted shoe. So as you can see, I'll get my hand out of the way, but as you can see, there's a lot of shoe, especially through this mid-stance phase through here. So what that essentially does is it provides a really wide footbed for the runner, and in some cases we sell this shoe to a lot of walkers as well that want a really light shoe, don't like the walking shoe fit and feel. This guy here is fantastic. The other real key feature to this shoe, it is a slightly wider shoe. So the men's category, you're going to be looking at a 2E and a 4E, which is 4E is extra wide width. And the ladies range, they actually offer 3 widths in this shoe. So a standard B width, which is great. Then they go to a D, and there's also an extra wide 2E for the ladies, which is fantastic. So when we're talking about the Dyad again, so the actual cushioning system is their Super DNA, which Adam touched on through there with those two shoes. So it is a lighter but more cushion and responsive cushioning system that they've done in the past. Absolutely. Again, I just want to touch on these underneath the shoe here as well. So these little pods you see here, this medial pod and this lateral pod, what that essentially does is it actually allows a mild pronator to use your shoe as well, because that pod through that mid-stance phase through here will just cradle that foot and won't allow it to collapse as much as what you would in a traditional neutral shoe, or what we call a semi-curved last shoe. So if I just compare the two here, this is the Defiance 9 and the Dyad through here. So you can see the structural difference underneath the foot, wider footbed through that mid-stance phase, and then looking at the semi-curved last and the Defiance through here. Moving on to the Defiance, Brooks, probably the smartest thing they've ever done.
Yeah.
This little guy here, because globally their number one running shoe is the Brooks Adrenaline. And for the runners out there that know the Brooks Adrenaline, or know the shoe itself, is it's a beautiful shoe. It's light, it's cushion, it's fantastic, offering varying widths. It's a cracker. It's been around for a number of years now, and it'll still keep on getting stronger. Now the Defiance is a neutral version of that.
Similar sort of design and structure all towards it, isn't it?
Isn't it? Yeah, absolutely. So when Brooks release a new Adrenaline, so for example the Adrenaline 17, which is out now, they actually cut the new Defiance off of the previous 16 model. So the Defiance 9 here is actually cut off of the Adrenaline 15, that little guy. So underneath the actual footbed itself, Fog and Adrenaline 15 next to that, it would look identical. The only difference is on the medial side through here, there's no dual density or PRB roll bar that Brooks used through that mid-stance phase.
Better.
Better, yeah. Exactly. Same density foam the whole way around. The only thing with the Defiance, which is I need to bring up, is they only do it in the one width. So you've got a D width men's, you've got a B width ladies.
Standards.
Exactly right, standard. Just like you and me. Pretty standard.
Speak for yourself.
Oh. Thanks, man. So yeah, in terms of the running shoe itself, it's we sell it very much against the Brooks Ghost through here. So this little guy here and this little guy here. Very similar shoes, very similar weight. The only thing is we found with Defiance, it does nudge out a few extra kilometres than what the Ghost does. The Ghost does wear it ever so slightly faster than this little guy.
Talking 50, 100 Ks. Yeah.
Not much at all. But yeah, two cracking shoes, both of those. So hopefully we've given you some light on the Brooks Neutral family. Happy running, guys. We'll see you next time.